Our major focus is on the exploration drilling side. We provide core drilling services for operators here on the island who are exploring for gold.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and on behalf of the Gander and Area Chamber of Commerce and the town of Gander, welcome to Central Minex 2026. Of course, this is the Mineral Industry Showcase. Thank you to our good friends at Raleigh Drilling Services and Twin Pines Wilderness Lodge for bringing this whole conversation alive. I like getting into these conversations one by one. On that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you're up to.
Paul Shelley, my name is from Baybird, of course, originally a former member for 15 years. Still home to me, but also living in St. John's, but very involved in the mining industry as much as possible. It's always been my thing from growing up in Baybird to living in Labrador City, so still very interested.
So mining is a big part of your life, and you're here, of course, today. What's your company involved in? Tell me about that.
Well, my company's Work Global Canada. It's an immigration recruitment company, and we do all sectors, from Tim Hortons workers to healthcare to mining.
Right.
The fishery, all sectors throughout Newfoundland and Labrador, so we're always interested in the human resources aspect because we all know that's a big challenge these days.
And is business good for you now? Is there a lot of need for foreign workers?
Absolutely. Very simply because of the demographics. You know, as a former minister of immigration some 15 years ago,
right.
You know, I know the demographics. We all do. So we got an aging population. The bottom line is we got also an economy that's thriving and going to grow, especially in the mining industry. I've always believed that. So that'll always be a challenge, and it's something that companies like mine can help with when it comes to human resources.
Right. And of course, not just mining, as you say, you got healthcare, you got fish ponds, you got all these folk, they need help, right?
That's right. That's right. And it's simply down to that. Every sector is coming to us with the same situation.
Right.
Even this current year, fisheries, crab plants around the province. Right. We've helped out several of those now. From the West Coast, the Port of Swat, the Witless Bay. So I know from speaking to these companies that either we help with immigration and workers, or they didn't open.
Right.
So that's the reality. That's what it came down to.
Is it complicated for these companies to engage in that process with you if they need help?
It is, and I always tell them it's not easy. You know, and it is complicated. We've got a company that we've had in business now for some 14 years, and we're learning every day, and we deal with it directly all the time. And I was former minister of immigration, so I can tell you the world has changed.
Right.
So that's the biggest factor. It's the whole geopolitical situation. The thing about Newfoundland and Labrador, and I've said it for years and years, we have the most aging population per capita in North America.
Right.
For 500,000 people, we had the baby boomers.
Yeah.
And of course, I remember back years ago when I was the cabinet minister of immigration, that was one of the things that jumped out at me in 2005, 2006. You know, that we had so many baby boomers and we're about to retire.
Yeah.
My age, your age, so, you know, there it is. So, and of course, we're not born, I think it's 1.5 today, children per couple.
Yeah.
Where we used to be 6 or 7, even 8 at one time. So simple math.
Yeah.
And we need it. And when it comes to the mining industry, the expertise and the experience we need, you know, obviously we've always had the policy that Newfoundlanders and Labradorians first.
Right.
For jobs. And we look, when we're requested for any type of sector, we look locally first. That's our policy. Always has been.
Yeah.
But the reality is they're not always there, especially if we get an uptake in any industry, mining, fishery, whatever it is. So we provide that service.
Right. You've been around mining for a long time, as you say, growing up in Baybird, some time in Labrador. You're back here today. Tell me about the excitement you're feeling in this sector right now.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Because the people in the mining industry know what we have. I've been saying for years, even growing up in Baybird, exploration was our biggest problem. We had very little. I think at one point in time, the Baybird Peninsula, which the geological structure, any geologist will tell you, is very interesting. And so is Central Newfoundland, so Labrador, my God. So amazing. So the exploration has picked up. And again, as I mentioned earlier, the whole geopolitical situation right now, the need for copper,
Yeah.
The gold prices, $6,500, all of that, and we know what we have.
Right.
So, and we're finding more and more of it. So now it's about development and getting moving. In my area of the province, Baber Peninsula, Green Bay area, my God, you know, Firefly, Newfoundland, I mean, the Hammer Down projects, Old Till Cove, the history. So it's a lot of excitement because the people in the mining industry know what we have, and we know that the world is after it.
And it all relies on people to do that work, and that's where you come in. So
That's where we
it's been
come
an
in.
absolute pleasure being in conversation with you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Some of the other things that we might provide would be reverse circulation drilling, for example. We also do barge work, much specialty stuff, many things that are, many types of exploration that would involve areas that are environmentally sensitive, things of that nature. We do a fair bit of specialty stuff in reality.